The Project Management Process Accelerator is an AI-enabled business process tool that takes the project team from project charter to development-ready work items in minutes and not months. In this demonstration, we will look at those workflows available to a business analyst. Let's sign in as a business analyst. The business analyst will enter their credentials and sign in. The workflows available to the business analyst are available in the Requirements Generations group, the Technical Planning group, the Technical Decomposition group, and the Release Communications group. The business analyst has a large collection of workflows available. Let's first take a look at the feature and the create feature using attachments workflow. We'll take a look at the create features using attachments first, as the create feature and create feature using attachments are the same, but the create feature using attachment is creating features using more detail. Given a BVP, analyze the written business requirements contained in the project charter, the business value proposition, the technical design documents, image attachments and links sourced from Jira, and generate high-quality, detailed features as Jira epics. This workflow will take the BVP as the project name and the issue ID and create new epic features that describe the high-quality features. This workflow is different from the other create features in that this workflow will take in all of the image attachments as well as TDD links to create high-quality features, while the other workflow will not take in all of the attachment and links to create the epic features. The next set of workflows follows the same sort of design pattern. Create user stories and create user stories attachments. We're going to look at the second one here, create user stories using attachments, in which, given the BVP issue ID, analyze the written business requirements within the BVP, the associated feature epics, the technical design documents, image attachments, and any links from within those Jira issues, and generate high-quality, actionable Jira user stories. So we're going to create new user stories underneath the epics. The other create user story workflow will also create user stories, but it will not follow the links and it will not analyze any image attachments associated to those Jira issues. Taking a look at the next workflow, create end user journey. So again, by providing this time the epic issue, it's going to analyze the business requirements at that epic feature level, and it's going to look at the related user stories underneath that epic, and it's going to generate detailed end user journeys, which are used to help identify pain points and provide guidance to the development team for quality testing and support teams. So under this workflow, we're going to create a new entity type called a user journey that will be associated to and link to that epic feature as a result. It's possible that more than one user journey, depending on the end user personas described under this related epic feature, will be created. And in many cases, we can see upwards of 10, sometimes 15 user journeys will be created. In the next group of workflows, we have technical planning here available to our business analysts, and that's the A to Z complexity estimation workflow. And this one is really exciting because here we can provide the epic feature issue ID in a project, and it will analyze the technical design document. It will analyze the epic feature itself, as well as all of the stories, and it will provide complexity estimations in each user story underneath that epic using the A to Z story pointing methodology. And so under each user story, the story point estimation field in a matrix with all of the details and estimation based on the A to Z story pointing methodology will be provided for each user story. In the next group, we have some technical decomposition activities in which we create technical design documentation tasks. Now, in this one, we don't actually create the technical design itself, but given the Epic issue ID, we analyze the business requirements and we look at all the user stories and we create the tasks for which technical documentation needs to be created. So new tasks which describe the documentation effort that needs to be created. And in those documentation entities, there will be detailed descriptions on what type of documentation and the details of the documentation that needs to be created, but it won't give the specifics of the design itself. And then under the technical decomposition, this is also very fun, is the create technical subtasks. So here again, we're passing in the Epic feature. It's going to analyze the business requirements, the technical design document via a link within the Epic feature. And it's also going to look at the complexity estimation grid that you ran earlier using the A to Z story pointing methodology with that information put into the user story. And it's going to create a very comprehensive list of technical subtasks. Now, this is going to be underneath each user story, and it's going to describe all of the technical subtask work that's going to need to be done for each user story. So we're going to output subtasks under each user story. So we're going to see dozens, if not more than dozens, of subtasks created depending on the number of user stories that's going to work for the development team to drive towards fulfilling and achieving the business requirements and the acceptance criteria. Further down here, the business analyst can run 3 release communication workflows: a feature release, a press release, and a fix version. The feature release is the release notes specifically for an Epic feature. The press release is also a different format of the feature release notes for an Epic feature. And the fix version is the release notes for all of the work items related to a fix version or a release in Jira. So let's take a look at each one of those. So given an Epic feature, we're going to analyze the business requirements that describe the feature and the related user stories, and we're going to generate customer-facing release notes. We're going to update the customer-facing release notes field inside the Epic feature entity, and we'll update that with some very nice customer-facing release notes. In the create press release notes, this is a fun one because, again, we're going to look at the Epic feature. We'll analyze the business requirements in that feature. We're going to look at the related user stories. In this one, we're also going to look at the end user journey documentation. And we're going to write a video script style press release. And this can be used for a short format video or social media style press release. And that will go into the press release field underneath the Epic field entity. This will be good for social media release, such as like Facebook or any sort of internal communication or video communication directly to the customer. And then finally, the create fix version release notes. So in Jira, when you create a release, you associate a bunch of work items to a fix version. So you give some different inputs on this workflow. You're going to select your project, and then you're going to select a fix version. And with that fix version, you can have user stories, you can have epics, you can have all sorts of different types of deficiencies and tasks associated to it. So this workflow is going to analyze everything that's associated to that fix version, and we're going to write a complete set of release notes. And this could come as more than one, depending on the size, one or more set of documents that get associated to that fix version. And then you have the choice of condensing that down, again, using either just analyzing it yourself and annotating it, or you could run it again through another AI engine to condense it down, or you can just use it as is to attach it and send it out as part of your communication. So these are all of the workflows that are available to a business analyst. So I hope that helps you out, and I hope that accelerates your business processes. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy using the PMPA tool.